Hello, this is Diana Ballard, and welcome to the Mom Training Podcast, where we discuss the skills and strategies to create possibilities in motherhood and make it more fun, efficient, organized, and peaceful. There will always be a better, a different, and a more. I really want to drive this topic because it's something I have to combat in my own thoughts, and I'm pretty sure I'm not alone. There will always be someone on social media or around you that will be good at something or stronger in different areas of your life. It might be someone with similar passions, hobbies, and interests. You may be excited in one area, and so will they. You may focus on your health, and so will someone else. You may get a new car, so will your neighbor. Catch my drift? There will always be a better, a different, and a more. Here's the balance. We want to study people who have the skill sets that we desire to grow in, but don't want it to overrun us to comparison. Yes, let's step back and see some areas where we need to improve, and sometimes it may feel a little overwhelming, like how far that we need to go to change some things. But as we know, it's not healthy for us to focus on only our flaws, but to see our strengths as we move as well. So I was at the gym a couple days ago, and there was a girl that was complete muscle. She was doing pull-ups where she would pull herself up and then bring her legs straight up to touch the other side of the bar. #goals. I watched her for a couple minutes and said, screw it, and I walked up to talk to her. I wanted to learn her routine, what she did, and how she did it. Her name was Maddie. She was so kind. She gave me the Reader's Digest of her life, some tips of how she does her routine, and also gave me so much encouragement and things I can try to work on to move towards being able to do the pull-ups like she is. Not only did I make a new friend, but I was able to learn from someone who has what I want. And she taught me, and I've implemented her wisdom into my routine at the gym. We also talked about how she used to not want to come to the gym because she compared herself to others and always left feeling bad about herself. This girl has always been super fit, but struggled with comparing, seeing the different, the better, and the more. I've also had friends who had 50 pounds to lose but felt too self-conscious to go to the gym. It's the same thing with any situation. Surround yourself with the people you want to become like, watch them and learn from them, and not let our fears and doubts get in the way. I'm going to be honest, at this gym, in the weights area, I'm literally the minority. 99% of everyone else has so much muscle definition, I could literally count the muscle groups in their shoulders, arms, and legs. And here I am, arms that are jiggly, a little extra cellulite on my legs, a stomach that's like, hello, friend, what's your name? But you know what? That's why I love this gym, because these people know their bodies to a T and also how to target each muscle group. I've tried to do stuff on my own, and honestly, I probably have learned more from talking to these people than all the research that I've done myself. And I learn something new each time I go. A new exercise, a new way to use a machine or free weights, or a different idea for eating. So it's great to look around us and learn from people, and eventually we'll get there. I really think the main thing is just not doubting ourselves and shutting ourselves down because we're not there yet. Because we'll get to that goal if we don't quit and we keep moving. If we can stop comparing ourselves to others, stop hating on others, or shutting ourselves in because we're at different stages of our process, we'll get there and become who we want to be. In lots of situations that we're growing in, we're really going in to practice these things because we have work to do and results to go after. So the real question is, who do we surround ourselves with? Do we surround ourselves with people who are more skilled than us? Have what we want? Notice that I didn't say better than us. Yeah, they may be better at a specific skill, hobby, or have the result we're working towards, but no one is better than anyone. We are all just different and in different stages of our life, different stages of our change, our progress, and our results. We have other skills in areas that other people don't, and that's on purpose. If all of us were the same, life would be so boring. If we didn't have weaknesses that needed to be turned into strengths, nothing would be worth working towards. The only reason those other people are where they are is because they have continued to work on that area. And if we can set down our fears, doubts, and pride about ourselves, we can learn from these people and adjust our actions too. And eventually, with many course corrections and determination, we will get there too. Because let's face it, our way of thinking, our knowledge of what to do and how to do something is very limited. If we're not actively learning from people who have what we want, we'll waste a lot of time trying to figure it out on our own and increase the risk of quitting due to the lack of progress from us running in circles. It's not worth it. Having mentors and people to look up to and learn from is absolutely crucial to any form of success in our lives and creating our future. So let's think about it. Who has a skill set, a result that we want? Do we want to have a healthier, more connected marriage? Who has a rockin' marriage around us? Want to learn how to enjoy motherhood more? Who do we know that's a good example of that? Want to learn how to manage our money more wisely? Who do we know that creates their life, isn't riddled with debt, and doesn't stress about money? We can interview them, talk to them, and learn from them and adjust our actions. When I first learned about this concept of learning from people around me, it was hard for me to figure out who to talk to. For each person close to me may have a certain result, but I also knew their flaws in that area. I really had to step back and look at the people around me and see what things I could learn from them. It may have not been money management, but that they ran a successful business that I could learn from and learn how they did it. Or even being able to learn from their mistakes or go the opposite way or make different choices. Or realizing that even the happiest marriages have their problems and things to work through. But I could learn how they worked through their problems and came out stronger on the other side. No one is going to be perfect. We are not going to be perfect. But each person had a learning and growing process, made a couple messes, and had to learn and grow in their own process to get to that result that we are also looking for. So let's have grace with ourselves in our learning process. The people that have the result that we want also have great wisdom of what it took, what mindsets were needed, and what roadblocks to avoid. If they have what you want, listen to them. See how their wisdom changes your life. So I just want to encourage you to just love yourself where you are right now. Love that extra couple pounds and kiss it goodbye later as you send it away. Love that you are still learning how to organize your meal plans. Love that you are just going to have to adjust your schedule and routine often as you take care of little humans and a family. Love that you are a work in progress and that you're not done yet. Because, girl, we'll never be done. So we might as well enjoy the process and live in the moment because that's what we have right now. This moment, this day, to do our best, love ourselves and those around us. Thank you so much for joining me today. Make sure you hit subscribe so you're notified when the next podcast comes up. Thank you for everyone who's been sharing with other mamas, and we'll see you next week on the Mom Training Podcast.